हेलो एंड वेलकम टू SMEmitra। आज हम लोग बात करने वाले हैं एक ऐसी कंपनी के बारे में जिसका नाम आप सबने सुना होगा और बहुत सारे कॉरपोरेट एम्प्लॉयज ने शायद उनकी फैसिलिटीज भी यूज की होगी। सो वी हैव मिस्टर अशोक वशिष्ठ विथ अस, हु इज फाउंडर एंड CEO of WTI Cabs. Sir, welcome to the show. Uh,
Thank you very much, Dawal sir. Thank you very much. And all the viewers, Namaskar. Thank you for joining in and listening to us.
नमस्कार। तो हम लोग कंपनी के बारे में सर से बात करें उससे पहले एक छोटा सा वीडियो देख लेते हैं। सो वंशिका, इफ यू कैन प्ले द वीडियो प्लीज।
In 2009, WTI Cabs began with a dream, a vision to redefine urban mobility across India. Guided by the visionary leadership of Ashok Vashist, our founder and group CEO, WTI began its transformative journey. Soon after inception, WTI showcased its prowess by managing the grand scale of the 19th Commonwealth Games transportation in 2010. By 2012, WTI's mark was seen across 7 metros, and with the acquisition of India Fleet, its foundation grew even stronger. Growing rapidly by 2014, our fleet had expanded to over 2,500 cabs, extending services by acquiring WinCabs and SmartRide. Global recognition followed, from being named the world's greatest leaders in ground transport in Dubai to partnering for a grand event in Singapore. Embracing the future, 2018 marked our journey towards a sustainable vision with electric vehicles at its core. Rooted in social responsibility, we are proud of our Women Driver initiative, challenging norms and empowering lives. 2021 saw us move into smaller cities, taking our premium services beyond metropolitans, and soon after the global stage beckoned. With 17 dedicated airport counters, we are there for travelers at every step. Today, we are present at more than 250 cities, having a fleet of 7,000 plus. Parallelly, our management training program molds the leaders of tomorrow, ensuring WTI's ethos thrives. 2023 is said to be monumental. WTI Cabs goes global, launching in the vibrant heart of Dubai. Embarking on a new journey, WTI Cabs now cruises through Dubai's elite lanes. Join us as we redefine transportation in the city of gold. WTI Cabs, a journey from a vision to a global legacy in mobility.
Thank you, Vanshika. Thank you very much.
या थैंक यू फॉर दैट वीडियो। एक तरीके से एक पूरा कंपनी का अभी तक का जर्नी हम लोगों ने लास्ट एक डेढ़ मिनट में देख लिया। सर, थोड़े से सिंपल लैंग्वेज में फॉर द व्यूअर्स, इफ यू कैन एक्सप्लेन कि कंपनी का बिजनेस मॉडल क्या है। क्या ये जस्ट कैब सर्विस प्रोवाइड करती है या पूरा टूर का पैकेज देती है, सिर्फ B2B है या B2C का प्लान है? थोड़ा सा डिटेल्स दे पाएंगे सर?
So first of all, I think let's get this very clear कि हम लोग B2B में हैं फिलहाल, business to business में हैं, और most of the Fortune 500 companies are our clients.
Right.
So when you talk about our service, we are not into making itineraries and giving to somebody, but what we do is, let's say you are a corporate, you have around 5,000 employees who are to be transported every day or for your intercity requirements or car rental requirements or leasing requirement whatsoever. So we give complete mobility solution to the corporate. फॉर एग्जाम्पल व्हाट आर दी सर्विस एरियाज? तो सबसे पहले कार रेंटल, आप एयरपोर्ट ट्रांसफर चाहिए आपको, या you require a car on disposal when you're traveling to other city or in your city for 8 hours, 9 hours, the whole day. आपको इंटरसिटी जाना है फ्रॉम बॉम्बे टू लेट्स से पूना और लोनावाला whatsoever. So all these services are provided. Apart from this, we are into employee transportation. Employee transportation का मतलब है एम्प्लॉय होम, ऑफिस होम, पिकअप एंड ड्रॉप सर्विसेज। तीसरी जो सर्विस है उसको बोलते हैं हम लोग मैनेज सर्विसेज, वेयर वी से दैट वी विल गिव कंप्लीट मोबिलिटी सॉल्यूशन टू एनी कॉर्पोरेट. So I'll give you the example here where you have 5,000 employees who are to be transported in different part of the countries from home, office, home, pick up and drop. So it's a very, very tedious job. You have to get economies, you have to save cost for the corporate. So normally what we do is we get into the detailing, we understand the entire DNA of that organization where we are going to service, get the data points, make the complete plan, prepare a white paper for them, and present to all the stakeholders who are there in that particular committee or in the organization. So if we are able to give some value addition, we get the contract. If you are not able to give a value addition, possibly you'll not get. But most of the time, wherever we have given the value addition, we have been able to reduce the wastage by 15 to 20%. That means giving efficiency of 15 to 20%. And we have bettered the service levels to a great extent. And here we are talking about even getting into the employee interaction programs to understand as to what is that they want in terms of service delivery. So this is the third model that we work on. The fourth model that we work on is projects and commons. So when we say projects, like handling some very very mm, uh, technically sound projects at airport, for example, the mobility at airport inside the terminal or on the ports. So these are very, very skilled kind of jobs. These are to be done by people who understand the entire driving processes on the airports and the ports. Plus, we give a lot of cars to and vehicles to the government agencies. So this is the fourth projects and the government is what we cater. So all these four put together is what is the business that we are doing, and we'll keep adding a lot of other things to complete the mobility segment which we are into. So whenever a corporate requires any mobility services, one name should come to his mind, that is WTI Cabs.
Got it. Thank you, sir. थोड़ा और डिटेल में जाते हैं सर। आपका ऑपरेशंस जो भी आपकी पूरी फ्लीट है, इज दिस लाइक योर आई मीन कंपनी ओन्ड, आई मीन दे आर एम्प्लॉइज ऑफ WTI, और यू एसोसिएट विद few transport providers and then you manage the operations?
सो एक चीज पहले ये समझते हैं कि कार मेरी हो या बाहर की हो या कोई भी मॉडल हो,
Right.
the responsibility lies with WTI.
बिल्कुल.
First, that is the basic baseline that we have to work on. Now, talking about the model, we have four models, and this is primarily to ensure the continuity of the business model, to ensure that you have very small pockets to take care of your business. So the four models are: you have our own cars, which is to the tune of 4 to 5%, primarily all EVs, electric vehicles. Then we have driver come owners who come and attach the cars. Third one is small vendors with 5 cars or less. And fourth one is large vendors with 50 cars, etc. So all these guys, they come and they attach their cars. But once they attach, that fleet is our fleet.
Got it.
So there is a lot of compliance mechanism. There's a lot of training which goes behind once the car is inducted into the system.
Got
In
it.
the sense of that every Saturday and Sunday there are so much of compliance checks. There are so much of training programs across the country, which is a continuous process, and it goes on. And all this matrix that I'm talking about is controlled through the software. दैट मीन्स किसको ट्रेनिंग मिली, किसको ट्रेनिंग नहीं मिली,
पूरा
कंप्लायंसेस
digitally
का क्या
tracked.
है,
Right.
हाँ, कब आपका इंश्योरेंस एक्सपायर हो रहा है, कब आपकी परमिट एक्सपायर हो रही है, आपकी एज क्या है कार की, आपका बैलेंस कितना है, जो टैग फास्ट टैग लगा रहता है उसमें, everything is recorded so that the customer gets a very very seamless kind of experience.
Got it. थोड़ा सा और ऑर्गेनाइजेशन स्ट्रक्चर के बारे में बात करते हैं। आपकी कंपनी के अंडर कोई सब्सिडरी या कोई सिस्टर कंपनी है? हाउ इज द ऑर्ग स्ट्रक्चर?
नहीं, अभी तक तो सिस्टर और ब्रदर हुए नहीं है. So
ओके.
I think as of now we are only WTI Cabs, and Why is Travel India? If you see that there is a small I in WTI, and the only reason why we have a small I is the ego in service industry has to be small. So when you're servicing your customers, you have to ensure that customer is the king. And we have a campaign called I am WTI. So a driver till the CEO, everybody comes out with this theory that I am WTI. The buck stops with me because for me, my brand ambassador is my driver. Come may what. My service is as good as what he's going to deliver on the road. Rest all, a general may talk and make great strategies, winning strategies. If until unless it doesn't percolate down to the Sipahi who is standing with the gun on the border, it is not going to help.
Not going to make
So
it.
I think, yeah, it is. My business is a very operational heavy business. The
Yes.
ears and eyes and everything has to be absolutely stuck with the ground to understand what's happening.
Sir, your financials are amazing. Last 6 months and before that, it is going about like 100% CAGR, top line, bottom line. So is it sustainable going forward also?
That's the reason we want to there's always a point after which for example today we are talking about 400 crores. So actually I don't need money uh, as of now. And you should always raise money when you don't need it, because when you need it, people will not
You're
give.
in a difficult
This is,
situation. Yeah.
yeah, you know what, I'll tell you something. When you don't need it, all the bankers will come and they'll give you loans.
Ready to
They're
offer.
willing to everything to you. और जब आपको चाहिए होता है तो कुछ भी नहीं मिलता है. Now today I can easily go up to 500 crores without anything. But the objective is not 500 crores. The objective is, today we have a team of 800 plus people. Objective is that we need to be a true Indian company getting into a global scenario. So we are the first Indian company who is going to be global. We'll start with B2B, बिकॉज मेरे को वो मैथ समझ में नहीं आता जिसके अंदर आपकी सेल 100 रुपए की 200 रुपए का लॉस. वो मेरे को एक्चुअली समझ में नहीं आ रहा. मैं वीक था मैथ्स में. आई एम सॉरी. आई एम विलिंग टू टेक दैट, एक्सेप्ट इट. So the day I understand, I think in this birth I'll not be able to understand. Maybe next one, but that business I'm not able to understand. So still, I think what we need to do is we will go B2B way, and then of course we will get into B2C segment in very selected pockets, and with making our very niche products that we intend to offer to our customers.
Thank you. Sir, what's your ratio about revenue across the geography? Is there any region which is contributing majority of the revenue?
No, it's almost equal. So if I talk about, so we have three regions primarily. One is northeast, we have west, and we have south. So almost all are contributing equally, and that is something which I'm happy about. It is not coming from one pocket.
So there are like 13 tax TDS demand matter where like 50.63 lakh were
Yes,
involved plus
yes, yes. Understood. I have understood your
plus
question now.
70.
Let me reply to you that these are the demands which has happened due to the non-availability of the PAN number. So initial
Okay.
demands was for the year 2009, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, where we have deducted the TDS of our suppliers and we have paid to the government just because of the wrong PAN number. This demand has been increased to 2% to 10%. So that is a
Okay.
shortfall. So we are revising these returns, and the last demand is for around 40 lakh, 50 lakh rupees. It is just because our suppliers have not integrated their PAN with Aadhaar. So now we
Okay.
are forcing our suppliers to integrate their PAN Aadhaar, so that this demand will be automatically reduced after that.
Got it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So
Thanks
this is
for
not for the fault from our end. It's just because they have not linked their PAN with Aadhaar. So that is the reason the demand has been increased. Thank you, sir.
yeah. Ashok sir, will talk about competition now. So According to you, what is the competition in your domain, and how do you think that impacting the bottom line?
सर एक्चुअली इसमें ना कंपटीशन ज़्यादा है नहीं. So I'll just give you some statistics.
Sure.
इंडिया में करीब 50 लाख कमर्शियल कार्स रजिस्टर्ड है.
Okay.
50 lakhs. ये जो सो कॉल्ड ऑर्गेनाइज्ड प्लेयर्स हैं, इनके पास होंगी करीब 25, इंक्लूडिंग अस. If you talk about these aggregators, Ola, Uber, they might be having some 7 lakhs cars. All put together, ज़्यादा लगा लो 8 lakh गाड़ियाँ, which are organized. Still, you have 42 lakh cars which are flying here and there. इतना ही नंबर है जो कि प्राइवेट कार कमर्शियल बिजनेस कर रही है. So the size is humongous in terms of the number of vehicles which are there on the road to do this business. The only thing is we need to organize ourselves. As a company, we don't believe in disruption. We believe in inclusiveness. This disruption is something which is originated from West, and anything which originates from the West, we are there to just labco it as soon as possible. But in our way of business, I think we had always been an inclusive way of business that we had been into. And that's what we want to do here also. We will include people into the business, give them tools to, reach to their customers. And we will be the, sutradhar jisko bolte hain. So we will be able to do that. So that's what the entire idea is. In terms of competition, in the organized players, the regional players are big competition. When you talk about B2B business, they're very large. But on a national level, it is difficult because market is so humongous. But regional players are strong. For example, in a city like Bangalore, there is a company called SRF. They have SRS. They have more than
Expressing for
10,000 cars.
international. Yeah.
Yeah. 10,000 गाड़ियाँ. Some Ganesh travels in Chennai, some 4,000 cars. So these are very, very big players in region, very, very specific to the region. But now we want to consolidate ourselves in each of the pockets that we are present and strengthen our base of 250 cities in India. The growth which is going to happen is in the 2-tier and 3-tier cities. And that's the reason we have started opening up Jaipur, Chandigarh, Indore, all these cities,
Right.
Coimbatore, etc. etc.
Right. और जैसे इंडिया ग्रो हो रहा है, ये इंडस्ट्री भी ग्रो होगी ही. Right. There is no other way.
मैं ना काफी भटकता रहता हूँ. So the only thing which I've seen is growth is here. Growth is here in this country. It is humongous, the kind of size that we can talk about. There is competition, there is everything, there is no method in madness, but all said and done, the growth is in this part of the world today. The rest all presence, when we talk about our global presence, yes, we want to be present. We want to be the first mobility company to be present globally. But then the growth and emphasis will always be here in this part.
Right. So India is on the growth path. Sir, before we
सर आप देखिए,
close,
100 करोड़ तो हमारे पास इंटरनेट यूजर्स हैं.
right.
मतलब आप किससे कंपेयर कर रहे हो?
कोई कंपैरिजन ही
Whom
नहीं है
are
वो
you
तो.
comparing?
Correct. Correct.
So and what market size are we talking about? 100 करोड़ इंटरनेट यूजर्स में मैं 7,000 कारें लेके खुश हो रहा हूँ. I think that's not something which I should be proud of. There is much more that has to be done.
Right. Sir, before we close, any message you want to leave for the potential investors?
I'm trustee. Till date, I had been trustee of this organization. When we started with the intent of making it a big organization. We are completely bootstrapped. And in spite of the growth that you have seen, we have a reserves of 52 crores in my balance sheet. So that shows that till date, we have not taken out a single rupee from my company as a dividend or anything. The mantra here is it will remain same. And my objective is not to make some money. My objective is very simple. WTI has to become the first global mobility company in the world, Indian mobility company in the world.
ओके, थैंक यू वेरी मच सर, टाइम आपने दिया और व्यूअर्स को डिटेल में आपकी कंपनी के बारे में, इंडस्ट्री के बारे में बताया. थैंक यू.
Thank you very much. Thank you.